Hello and welcome to the Sunday Comics. When I find myself helping organise one of the UK's most respected comics festivals, Caption, I realised my knowledge of indie comics was shamefully out of date. To that end, I've elected to read a new comic a week and come here to tell you what I thought about it. Level up my knowledge, as it were. So, no script, well, just this, few edits, so let's roll. And this week, I've been looking at Love Her Madly by Rob Wells, a 44-page comic album anthology. Um, Comes with, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, yeah, it's the lead strip is Love Her Madly, which is about a character living in a small, depressed English town. It is depressing. It has a whole sort of Smith's kind of vibe that I felt working in a dead end job in a dead end factory with dead end people, except for Celia Doom. Rather strange object of the character's affections and quite uninterested and bit uninteresting. Although Rob has had an affection for this character for quite a length of time, and this is the only strip that he sort of found what he wanted to do with his character all kind of came together. Um, as it says in the back notes, which is a bit of a sort of where stuff first appeared. This first appeared in Aces Weekly, hence its odd format. Aces Weekly, for those of you who don't know, is a regular weekly digital comic edited by David Lloyd, regularly features work by some fantastic British talent. Doing the list, Chris Geary, Phil Hester, Mark Wheatley, JC Vaughan, John McCrae, Benjamin Dixon, Kev Hopgood, Bambos, Michaelo Casey-Brid, Phil Elliott, Loostringer, of course, David Hitchcock, Lucy Stone, Ferg Hanley, Marshall Dillon, Mark Hempel, Mal Earl, Neil McClements, Nigel Dobbin, Chris Mole, Emma Chinnery, Mark Jackson, Philip Vaughan, just a huge pantheon of names. Oh, I noticed Rick Hoskins in there as well. Lee Mars, Scott Shaw, David Brana, Bruno Martini. I think that's probably only scratching the surface on it. So, yes, it's presented in this odd kind of format, which gives it a big, epic, cinematic kind of vibe. I think this is just A4, really. Well, it's probably because you've got this kind of stretch that it looks much more magical in this kind of lead strip, which is a bit of an uncomfortable cringe read, honestly. Rob does have an art style that reminds me a bit of Paul Rainey's work, and Paul generally tends to work in quite small frames. Um, and I really like Paul's illustrations too. Um, so Lover Madly takes up the first half of the book. And then we get a number of B-sides. Halloween, which was shortlisted for a Guardian Award some years back. And this lovely sort of train spotting pinup. Let's see. With Nick Cotton, Patsy Stone, Sherlock Holmes, Jimmy Corkell, Zamo. We'll come back to that as well. And sort of fun little strips here. The difference in style is shared. And of course, being the summer, that's a great time to read big, bright, beautiful comic books like this. Any comic books in the summer when you have the sun coming down like this is really nice. So yeah, there's the death metal detective, a point towards sort of innovative imagination, mostly just letting the creativity run rampant. So And honestly, my sort of guilty favorite is the rather petty 24 community payback, which takes the idea of 24 TV show agent Jack Bauer being sent out to do community service. And while I've never really seen the show or don't really care for what I've heard about it, this uh, strip really struck me as somebody who's done a number of 24-hour comics. For 24-hour comics, you have to complete 24 pages of a comic in 24 consecutive hours. And it's a massive drama. It's a massive adrenaline rush. It's a massive race. And the whole strip has a lot of fun with that kind of stressor, and just an amazing punchline. It had me rocking with laughter. Um, so you can buy Love Her Madly at Rob's Big Cartel pages, but not just that, you also get big picture stuff. You get these fantastic postcards as well. And you get the 44-page book and these postcards for £7, which is phenomenal. And my favorite one, of course, for someone special, is the train spotting card. That's it for Sunday comics. Well, quickly, I'll be doing a slimmed down version because I'm working on Screen Cleaner, which is my comic magazine show ripping off Charlie Brooker's Newswipe. And it's a hell of a lot of industry, so it takes up most of my week. So next week, something lighter, probably the week after. And then I will be going into this, which I've looked forward to for a while. Ed Hillier is a regular at the Caption Comics Festival, and he's been banging on about Romo the Wolf Boy for some time. My God, look at this lovely big hardback edition. I'm not even going to look into it right now. I know that's a page count that will take me a while to get through. I think it is about 350 pages. So you can order this on now from the publisher Self-Made Hero, who brought you the Ragged Trousered Philanthropists, and other books by Scarlett and Sophie Rickard, who featured in last week's VOD. So that'll take me a few weeks to get through. You can order Rob's book from the link in the description. It's only £7, so a wonderful package. If you'd like to learn more about why I'm doing this, go to captionfestival.co.uk or on the socials, read at Caption Comic Fest. It's definitely the UK's most unique convention. One of its most respected. It's certainly its most long running. It is very inclusive. It's very different in so many ways. There's a few good news sites on British indie comics. The best has to be Broken Frontier, brokenfrontier.com. But also worthwhile is checking out Down the Tubes by veteran editor, publisher John Freeman, which has a broader scope if it's not just indie undergrounds that you want to read about. Generally a focus on British comics. So as well as new videos on YouTube at Andree Look twice a week, do check out Screen Cleaner. I also host a monthly podcast about Terry Pratchett's novels at Discworld GNU. Please do give this video a like, a comment to help the algorithm and tell people about it. I post 2 to 3 times a week on patreon.com/Andy Luke on the £1 tier for all your advance options. You can also send me some money by Ko-fi or PayPal because money's good. And my work has an offer for £1.10 for a cup of coffee, and I really need those to get started early in the morning. So yeah, give me that, and have a fantastic week. I'll talk to you on the internets.